All right, we're out here Monday night after I got all this fence done, and I went to stretch it. And this is what I was telling y'all about the other day about estimating when you're not sure how tight. This stretcher bar pulled all the way up against here, and so when it's that close, I can't tie the wires around it. So I'm gonna move it back 4 spaces, but I've also got to cut that tree, that little privy hedge down there. I forgot about it, so I got to go cut it. And once I get it, we're gonna try to get up here and get it stretched and tied on before the sun goes down. All right, everybody, Travis at Rob Family Farm again. Using my head mount on the GoPro today. I'm gonna try it out. I haven't tried it yet. This is where we had ended up the other night, putting that gate in here. And so we ended up here. I come out and stretched it. It got dark on me, so you didn't see a whole lot of that. And I actually, instead of tying these, I actually used some crimps. It worked pretty good. It's not as neat as the other, but it works. It saves my hands. So where we're at, down here at the bottom of the hill, so you can see the fence stretched pretty good. I'm putting my line post in. Right here's where I'm working. I'm not gonna get down there yet because I got the tractor running, but trying to pull this fence down in this hole. So those first 2 posts, I drove them in, but then I drove an angled one across the bottom wire of the fence here. I'll show them when we get down there in a minute. So I got 2 from the H brace down there. I got 2 line posts. I think I'm gonna put 2 more coming up this hill. Maybe just 1. I think 1 will work. If I have to, I can come back later and put another one. So I'll put 1 more halfway between this wood post and that T-post. I'm gonna put another one. Then I'm gonna bring the tractor up here with the forks and pick up on this fence and nail it off all the way down, because you can see it smushed on the ground pulling down in that hole. So get that one drove and set in place. I may have to do another angle iron piece to hold it down, keep it from pulling out, because this thing is pulling up with a lot of force. So that one right there where the tractor is now has got a big old long, I only cut about 2 foot off the end, so it's got about a 4 foot piece of old fence post drove at an angle at the bottom. I'll show y'all, but I'm gonna leave this here for now. This will be the next one we do. I'm gonna try to put it halfway, probably right in here somewhere. See, I drove that down in there, and what I should have done actually is go on the other side, drove it this way, that way the snub is sticking out the other side, not this side. But I'll after I get this piece, all the line post in, I'll be running electric about this high, comes off 6 inches, so they don't get close to the fence anyway, so that nobody's gonna get their foot caught on that or anything. First I got these line posts in, and they're the hardest through this little dip. And I think this one, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off about right here and use it to hold that one down. It's sinking low. A few more days and I must go. Not too bad. I don't know if y'all can hear me. There's that one. That fence. I did the, let's see, 5 T-post up there the other night in the dark. So it's pretty good and straight. Then we got these. Then we're fixing to head up there and pick that up and nail it off. I need roofing nails. I'm gonna have to walk to the barn and get them. But we got this one. It's probably the biggest pull right here. This don't work. I'll get another one to drive the other side and then wire it all together. Hopefully that'll work. I don't know. It ain't pretty, but and we got that one. We got about 2 inches under the fence right there, which should be fine. Like I said, they don't get real close anyway. So we'll head up there and try to pick that up after I walk back to the house, get some fencing nails. All right, I brought the forks in, put them right here, picked up on it, nailed it off all the way down. Looks pretty good to me. So go right here, put this one in, and then one on the hill there. Then I'm gonna go back and get the side by side, come back, and we'll do that line. There's only about 3 or 4 up through there, and we'll be done with it. This section anyway. And I ain't got my tripod with me, so I'm not gonna video me pounding. Otherwise, all you're gonna see is grass left, not much. Right in there's where we just did that fence at. So we're gonna be all the way up here where the gate's at after I run and get the side by side. And then I'll be pulling all this up and we'll just fence in this whole field for the rest of the winter. All right, got the side by side up here. Got the fence nailed off on the back side of this post and this post. So I'm gonna set y'all up and I'm gonna set that post, and put some nails on the back side of this one. I just went ahead and cut that out so the fence would get a little lower. That stump was too high. So I got the side by side, I got the tripod now. I can set y'all up, put on a little time lapse, me getting those two set and those nails put in. All right, I think I'm done for this dreary day. Temperature dropping, it's getting chilly, but we got the fence all the way down through there. Got the post in, halfway straight. Kind of excited, it looks good. I went ahead and nailed on the yellow insulators on them 3 wooden posts there. So I'll put one here. And then this one, I'll actually drill in one of them lag insulators with the black That's not plastic. It's a hard plastic if it is. Kind of donut insulator off the end here so we can tie on the electric and tension it all the way down to that fence down yonder. So I'll have to get, I've gotten some, I don't know if I got enough T-post clip-on insulator, 6-inch ones, to run that distance. I'm going to check that. So got to put insulators on all these, an end one here and an end one down there, the cattle panel in the hole down there, and then the cattle panel in the creek wash. And that's kind of a stopping point after I get that done. Not really stopping, but get this gate mounted in this hole here. So then I'll have electric all the way up and fence to here. So then what I'm going to do when I get that done, I don't know if I'll do it this evening or not, I don't think so. Probably going to be next Saturday. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all that electric in that field, reel it up, and then start it over there where it ends, and then unreel it all the way around and attach it right here. And that way, as I keep doing more fence, I could just reel it up as I go. And then they'll have all of this pasture, because you can see they got grass in here that they can eat. You can't tell on camera, but they got some. It's probably 6 inches a foot tall, and it'll grow for a couple more weeks before it can. We get a hard frost and it dies out, but we just got rain, so it's turning green, as you can see. But next week is when I'm trying to get this electric to where they can have all of the pasture, not just half of it. So if I get them on that, then they'll be good for a week, and then I'm going to start feeding hay, so that'll get me about December 1st to start feeding hay, which is pretty good for the year. The ones in the front, the female goats and the little baby donkey and the beef cow and the little female cow heifer, they're going to need hay probably next week. But these, I think I can get them to December 1st if I can get this opened up next week. The fence turned out good. I'm excited. It looks really good. I also got to nail it on this fence, nail it on that post. But we'll get down there, and I'm gonna try to clean up, get some of the metal out of that bucket. All the pieces of fencing that I cut off is in that bucket. I'm gonna try to clean it out, and then see if I can go in the house, get warmed up, and sit by the fire and maybe find something to eat. This will probably be a short video. I don't know of a whole lot else I'm gonna do. I've been out here half the day, but not a whole lot going on. I mean, y'all see what I've been doing, driving T-post, tying fence up. So this will be a shorter video than the last one was, but whenever I get on that, running this electric, I'll get some video of that and put it on the next video probably, because I probably won't get to it. If I do it in the middle of the day tomorrow in between church, I'll go ahead and add it in here. But if not, it's probably going to be next Saturday. I get that done and then start moving all this electric around through here like I was just telling you. But either way, thank y'all for watching. Like and subscribe. Trying to get videos out. We get that done, we're going to get started on trying to do the final cleanup on this fence line here and then get running down it. So I thank y'all, and I'll see you on the next video.